Thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Um, we have another video today, in which that we're going to call copper. Copper is a stock that I came across, as far as the different lists that they have, and also provides some type of information. I'm not a financial advisor, but just like to pass along information. Using this app, um, if I read this number right, 5,000,000, 4,392, seems to be a high number, but let's dive into it. Right before the market closed, what is it, like 4:30, West Coast time, around 4:30, for the day, and this line right here is called the average cost dollar, right? That whole time, you see. So, basically, since this line don't move, 5,000,000 mark, right? Since this line don't move, right here is pretty much right where you want to focus at, right? Because the graph had already told you pretty much what's going on between the certain times, right? And the whole 24 hours, you see. See, we'll go a little higher. And let's take a look for the rest of the week. Now you see how that's green. Well, it kind of went off, but it's up 0.0329, as you can see, right? And also, yeah, thanks. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out to you also. Thanks for taking your time to see what's going on. Highly appreciated. Now, of course, yeah, crazy. Now, of course, excuse me. Now, of course, when you see this, so even if you were to be patient, right, the bullish or the bearish, right, it shows it going on right here in this area, which is the example, right? But right in here, you know, since that's the line right there, the average cost dollar, right here and right there pretty much is what you want to look at and pay attention to. Now let's take a look for the rest of the month. Now it's up a point. It shows a lot of green. So basically, you take a look at this whole graph. And this area, as you can see, as you can tell, just from the people who is buying this stock. If you have a few dollars, you know, if you have a few dollars, you can download one of these apps, and this average cost dollar. Now later on, we're gonna, change it up right here, right, and show the repeat. But the average cost dollar says right here, by the end of the month, close to January, right here would be the buying power. You see how there's all this right here. That's the buying power. That's the green. Now, even for this one, these are predictions, right? But even if you take a step back, right, average average cost dollar. Not to say if it goes higher or lower, but pretty much it's all like one line. Anything below the line right here as well, the 5 million mark. Pretty much, what you want to pay attention to, and also down here. Not so much down here, right? But definitely right here, when it takes a dip, but it recovers right here kind of slowly, right? Kind of slowly. So let's see what happens within the next 5 years. The green, as you can see right here, right? Um, This is like before it closed and closing hours and open hours, right? But it's green, so that's why you see a lot of green down here too, right? And the green is right here, right? Like this. Now, this tells a story too, but because of the setup, right? Right here, and pretty much all right here. You see, because it goes all the way to the top, right? Now let's try for the max. You see the green, average cost dollar. It really didn't move, it didn't move at all. So right here, right? So you take a little step back, you take a look. And to start off, the grass is fine. There's different ways to like time it better, but to really just read it is the most important. That's the philosophy behind it. And this is the max. And the max could be like 10, 20 years from now, right? And all in here, it's a good job, right? Because the average cost dollar, regardless, shoots up. So now when you see these commercials, right, you're seeing these, you see a lot of these, right? And this is basically the same thing, right? Green, red, green, red, green, red, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, these are to time the market better, right? But with this, so let me see real quick, hold up. When I do this, right, hold up. When I do this, right, this dot right there reads this way, right? But because it's going to be two different setups, right, we're going to show it the way like the regular graph. That way you can at least read what's going on. You see? Boom, boom. That same little red margin, right? When you take away, the graph, right? This is what the day traders is reading right here, right? You see the green? Oh yeah, people do silly things sometimes. What can you say, right? But so the green is the buy, you see, and red is the sell. A lot of the red, you'll see the red right here, right, in this area. That's the buying power, sell, buying power. Remember that little dip or that little half circle. Let's see. Take a look for the month. You see the green. There's a lot of green. So, am I confident? In this one. We all have educated guesses, right? This could be one of them because the up mark, nothing. It's not too much red, except for a few days, but not a whole lot of hours, right? For the year, the green, boom, boom. This is still good. Right here is the sell, because that's the drop. And right in here, right, it went all the way down for the buy. This is what the buyers do, or the customers, right? And they sell right here. And you'll see it as far as when it's more live, right? But this is actually kind of cool too, because it's the green. You go over here, take a step back, boom, oh, a lot of green, brown, sell right here. Put it in your pocket, guaranteed. It's all that green, and all up here, average cost dollar, and there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. You guys been the best. Until next time, just keep investing.